Hey guys, I'm Nido King. This is Toonstruck. And last time, we had to deal with some real bullshit. And I'm not talking about the conversations we were forced to have with Fluffy Bun Bun and the Carecrow. I'm talking about this barrel of fertilizer. We got ourselves a bit of it. But now it's time to talk to somebody a little more pleasant.
Hello, ladies.
Psst, Drew. Let me handle this. I'm a whiz with foreign languages. Moo! Mama Bidu! Hubba hubba, ring-a-ding-ding, cowabunga!
Are you speaking to us?
Do you?
Oh, you must want some butter. I'm terribly sorry, but there isn't any more.
None at all.
Butter? No, we...
You see, the Churnatron is broken.
Kaput.
Hey, no big deal.
I know how upset you must be. Without butter, life is barely worth living. All of Utopia mourns my pure, sweet creamery butter.
Unhappy day. Unhappy day.
But we will soldier on. And you must as well.
Courage.
Hopefully now the pieces are starting to fit together. You might remember the Baker Boys mentioned they couldn't make dough because they didn't have any butter. And here's the reason why. So we've got a lot of problems to fix. Let's get some more information.
Say, aren't you ladies supposed to be on all fours?
Of all the nerve!
Oh my goodness.
No, that's not what I meant. Really, it's not. It's just that, in my world, forget it. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Well, anyone with the good manners to apologize is welcome in our stable.
By the way, my name is Drew, and this here is Flux.
Goodness me, where are my manners? I'm Marge, and this is Polly. And this machine is my lifelong friend and partner, the Churnatron.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Of course, they didn't introduce one of the characters in the barn.
The horse seems a little quiet.
Elmer? Yes, Elmer's special.
Special?
You know, it's a nice silo, but it isn't holding any grain, if you grasp my meaning.
No grain.
Grain? I just figured he was a total retard or something.
Sorry, ladies. Flux is special. He suffers from foot and mouth disease, if you grasp my meaning.
Huh?
I just love that exchange.
So, what exactly happened to the Churnatron anyway?
I'm afraid it may have broken down from simple overuse. I do so enjoy making butter.
1 minute it was working fine, churning away. Then all of a sudden a metal thingamabob flew off. We looked everywhere, but we couldn't find it.
If only we had a way of getting that part. Without it, my life is meaningless.
You know, Marge, meaning, purpose, all that stuff is overrated. Hell, just ask Flux here. His life is completely pointless, and he's loving every minute of it.
You betcha, sweet Bippy. As a revered Zanian philosopher once said, those who seek meaning in their lives are... What the... Ah! He was run over by a runaway ice cream truck before completing his last work. But for all us Zanians, there is profound meaning to be found in his senseless, untimely death.
I know what you're trying to do, and I thank you. You're good people. But I'm afraid for a domesticated bovine, life is empty when you have a sack full of souring milk.
Amen.
Did you say the Churnatron was broken?
Yes, I'm afraid the poor thing is on the fritz, and has been for quite some time. Oh, it seems like an eternity since my last milking. I don't mind telling you that my rosy red swollen udders are in desperate need of a good sucking from old Churney here.
Actually, I mind you telling me that.
You see, we were a team. Together, we made the sweetest, purest butter in all of Utopia. Without my partner in cream, all I have left are my memories.
Look, I'm sure it's a real shame about Mr. Suck-Suck here, but there's more to life than butter. Right, Drew?
All right. I mean, you've got this quaint little barn to live in, and all the hay you could ever want, and flocks.
Did we mention this lovely barn? Ooh, besides, you could have a career in the beef business. A short one, of course.
It's sweet of you to try to cheer us up. But butter is my life. Until the Churnatron is fixed, things just won't be the same.
Beef business. Alright.
So long, ladies.
We have to move along. Move along? Get it?
That's a very bad joke.
Are they making fun of us?
Of course not, Polly. These are our friends.
Whew. Comments like that make me feel like I'm about 3 feet high.
You are about 3 feet high.
Cool. For a second there, I thought I developed a conscience.
Oh, perish the thought.
There's a part missing. I think it's broken.
So where might that part have ended up? This looks like a good place. The only place in the barn we can't see.
This is useless. I don't think I'll be able to find anything just digging through a haystack.
Indeed. So let's just go ahead and move on. And remember, we need to be able to find a metal part in a haystack. I assume that's going to require the help of some singing ants. Then we'll be able to get some butter, give it to the bakers, get some dough, and who knows where the chain really goes from there. Well, other than me. And the other people who play the game. Alright, so maybe it's obvious, but here we are at the edge of Utopia, where we find 2 more cutifier parts. First one is up there in that tree. A pile of nuts.
Nuts.
What's wrong?
Those things in the tree.
They look okay to me.
Those would go well with the bolts in the Malevolator, but this guy's guarding them.
A nasty-looking squirrel. I don't think the squirrel will let me do that.
Well, let's see. There's a door at the base of the tree.
The door to the squirrel's treehouse.
Maybe Flux will fit through it.
Flux, go up there and ask the squirrel if you can grab his nuts.
I thought you'd never ask.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to find a different way to deal with a squirrel first. Oh, look, there's a pepper. That could go well with the salt from the Malevolator plans.
A pepper. I can't pick that pepper while that briar patch is in the way.
That's a Malevolandian briar patch. Hegium thornius et ouchum.
Oh, Latin is so much fun. Well, we've got something for dealing with plants. Fertilizer.
That briar patch is healthy enough already.
Oh yeah, right. Let's try it on the pepper plant.
Think I should fertilize this pepper plant?
No, looks pretty healthy already.
Alright, so we'll have to come back later for both of these parts. Not a surprise, it's an adventure game after all. So let's just go ahead and move on. And this would be the Malevolands. Or at least the outermost border of it. But let's go ahead and move on. Anyone remember the leader of the Weasels from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? The way he was always using the wrong words?
You doing, gents?
Hello.
Lovely day for a stroller, ain't it? BB Wolf at your service.
BB?
Short for Big Bad.
Catchy.
And practical. Big Bad is a real mouthful.
Another crack like that, my friend, and you'll be the mouthful. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I'm Drew Blank, and he's Flux Wildly.
Pleased to meet you.
That's nice. Anyway, we'd better be going.
Stick around the memento, fellas. I got a little flavor to ask you. See, I'm having some friends for dinner this evening, and I was hoping you might bring me a bottle of tasteful vino to accompany my riposte. Without my evening glass of wine, I get a little testies, if you snatch my drift.
Hey, I can feel a little testes myself when the mood takes me.
Consider your drift firmly snatched, Mr. Wolf.
Please, call me BB. I persist.
All right, BB. We'll be sure to keep an eye out for some wine.
Pardon me, friends, but I do believe there's been a small incommunicado. See, I'm not asking you to keep an eye out. I'm telling you to bring me some stinking wine if you want to get through these woods alive.
Okay.
Good. Now I want to wish you and your friend good luck in your missionary.
That's real big of you, BB.
Of course, everything about me is big.
That's funny. I was just thinking, what big eyes you've got.
All the better for seeing how you ain't got my wine yet. Get going. Now. Ciao.
I love this guy so much. So even though he doesn't really have anything else interesting to say, I gotta talk to him anyway.
Hello, fiend.
Greetings and salivations.
Just so we're, completely clear on this, what kind of wine did you want us to get?
A connoisseur like me drinks only the finest voltage. Something with a nice croquet and a fancy label.
Finest vintage. Nice bouquet. Fancy label. Got it.
You haven't got a thing. Now stop asking stupid questions and get me my wine before I get infuriated.
I'm pretty sure that word didn't mean the same thing back then as it does today.
So, baby, do you prefer red or white?
Meat?
Wine.
Either, as long as it's classy.
An excellent choice, sir. Well, we've got to go.
Yeah, we're off to see our grandmother.
That's just fine by me. Just as long as her cellar's well stoked.
Like I said, nothing much interesting. We're gonna have to go win the strength tester at the Utopia arcade in order to get the bottle of wine for him. But, again, not something we can do right now. So let's move on to this last unexplored path.
Look, Drew! It's Zanydu! That's where I live.
Yep, there it is, way out there.
Look, Drew! It's Zanydu! That's where I live.
I'm glad they put that in there. Anyway, this looks like a cable car of some sort.
That's the most ridiculous contraption I've ever seen.
Of course it is! It's the Zanydu shuttle!
So what's with the elephant on top?
Hi there, Jumbo! What's up? Besides you, of course.
I see. Okay, let's check out these hands on the outside of the shuttle.
A hand holding a peanut. Or, in other words, my boss, awarding me my annual bonus. An empty hand. Or, in other words, my take-home pay from Sam Schmaltz, Inc.
Well, let's see if we can grab that peanut, at least.
I guess the nut's not up for grabs.
Darn. That could have been an alternative to the squirrel's nuts.
Looks like a gear shift.
Yep, let's pop across to Zanydu. What the? Bird just crashed into the window? Oh well.
This is getting us nowhere.
Well, technically speaking, we're somewhere. But I guess it's not the somewhere you had in mind.
Well, in order to figure out how this thing's broken, let's try going to the mainland just to see what happens.
This is getting us nowhere.
Alright, so elephants love peanuts. So apparently, if we put something that he hates into the other hand, he'd run the other direction. I think we've got something that fits the bill.
A hand holding a stunned mouse.
Alright, so this mouse ought to scare the elephant.
I guess the old terrifying elephant with a small rodent trick doesn't work with an unconscious mouse.
Well, then we're gonna have to wake it up. And let's cleverly try the music box.
I think this shuttle has its hands full already.
Oh, darn. I wanted to see if I could put it even further asleep. Alright, let's use the stinky fertilizer.
Sorry, little fella, but it's time to wake up and smell the fertilizer. A hand holding a wide-awake mouse.
Alright, that ought to do it. Now let's go to Zanydu.
We're going to Xanadu! I love going to Xanadu! Are we there yet?
And here we are. Zanydu. This place is really freaking weird.
Zanydu.
Where seldom is heard an intelligible word, and the mango and diesel souffle.
Your national anthem?
Yup, home on deranged. That path on the right is the way to Whack Me.
Say what?
Thank you for choosing Xanadu Tours. The building on your left is Jim's Gym.
Well, I guess I did those in the wrong order. Alright, well, we've got a little bit of time to do some exploration, so let's take the middle path. Flux won't tell us where this goes. And that's probably because it's absolutely uninteresting in any respect. This is the way out back, and there's nothing to do here except this arrow sign. Well, let's go ahead and take that.
I don't think the vulture will let me. Vultures make me nervous when they hang around like that.
Well, alright. We've got something for dealing with things that are not asleep.
Bad idea. Won't work. Forget it.
Or not. The music box isn't all that useful. And there's just nothing here, so... Alright, back to Central Zanydu.
There. That should do it. Who's there?
It is I, your Malevolands. 1,000 pardons, but I have detected a new presence in Utopia.
I don't have time for more news of rabbits. I have work.
This is no rabbit. I've never sensed any creature quite like this before.
I see. Is it, dangerous?
It seems harmless. So far.
Good, good, but keep watching it. I'm not in the mood for meddlers. I need time to recharge the machine for my next strike.
Yes, my liege.
So, that was our first glimpse of Count Farias, voiced by Tim Curry, of course. We'll be seeing more of him later. For now, it's just... Why are they in the background? Get up here where we can see you guys. Yeah, it's better. So, that's gonna be it for this video. Next time, we're going to explore probably both of those buildings in the background there, Jim's Gym and Whack Me, as well as that building with the fishtails on the roof. Stick around, it's gonna be weird.